Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with Crazy Commerce. So today we'll be learning about the second part of control accounts, which is making a purchase and a sales ledger control account. So previously we had learned the theory part of control accounts. So let's get started. So if you want to see the format of the sales and purchase ledger control account, refer back to my my previous video, which is control accounts part 1. I'll mention it in the description box below. So this is our first question, and our question is to prepare a sales ledger control account. So now here are the details below for creating the control account. So first, remember that we need to segregate them, like which items do we need to record in a sales ledger and which we need to record in a purchase ledger control account. So first we need to record the balance brought down. So this debit balance amount, which is 2015 April 1, it's like the starting opening balance. The amount is 475, so that will be going as balance brought down. Then we have sales journal, we'll be recording that. We'll be recording sales return journal. Cash sales we won't be recording because it's cash, and previously I had told you in the previous video that we only record the credit sales, not the cash sales. And now I had told you that in the credit side of a sales control ledger account, we record the cash or check from debtor. So here it is from, so we can record this, and check is basically bank. Then we also have dishonored check, and that's also gonna come in a sales ledger control account. I'll be explaining it when we'll be solving the problem. And then we have checks paid to credit suppliers, so that is a purchase ledger control account item, so we'll be not considering it. Then discount allowed is gonna go, discount received won't. Bad debts written off will also go, and also the interest charged to credit customer and the contra entry. Now, as I had told you that sales ledger control accounts have a credit balance. The credit balance amount here is 21. So if the credit balance, see here, when the additional information is given, this means that they are giving the information for the balance brought down after the total. So what we need to do is we need to put the 21 amount in the credit side after the totaling part of the account, and then we need to record it as balance brought down on the credit side 21. Then after that we will also take this 21 amount on the debit side before the totaling part, and we'll consider it as balance carried down 21 amount. I'll be showing it to you. So first amount we record is the debit balance here, which is the balance brought down, so we put it on the debit side. So we have recorded that amount. Then we have the sales journal. So our sales journal is basically the credit sales, and we'll be recording it on the debit side. Then comes sales return, which is 46, and that will go on the credit side. Then the checks received, so it's bank, which will go on the credit side. We're gonna record bank, and the amount is 387. So it's 387. And I had mentioned about the dishonored amount. So this is the dishonored amount of bank. The dishonored amount will go on the debit side, so the amount is 26. We can write bank, and in brackets we could also write dishonored, and we could write the amount, which is 26. Then we have discount allowed. So discount allowed will go on the credit side, and it is the amount is 13. So we'll record on the credit side discount allowed 13. Then we have bad debts written off. So bad debts goes on the credit side again. So we record bad debts, and the amount is 32. After the bad debts, it is interest charged to customer. So interest goes on the debit side. You can write interest. So interest is 8. Then the contra entry, and contra entry is going to go on the credit side. So we can write set off or contra entry, and the amount is 150. So then we leave some space, we'll put the totaling side there. And then as I had told you about this credit balance thing, so the credit balance is having 20, is the amount is 21. So on the credit balance, after this part here we write 21 and we write balance brought down, and the date is May 1. Okay, then now since this one's here, the same amount will go on the opposite side, and here it will be written as balance carry down. So the month before May is April, so we write April and the last date, which is 30. After that we find the total of this side and then this side, and we see which side is having the highest amount. So the debit side is having a total of 1120 and credit 628. So the highest amount is 1120. So we write 1120 on both sides. Then this side is higher, so we write the balance brought down here. And we find the difference between 1120 and 628. So the amount difference is 492. So we write 492 as the amount here. Again we write May 1. And then over here we write April 30. We write balance carry down, and the amount is 492. So this is the end of the sales ledger control account, and now we'll be going towards the purchase ledger control account. So this is our next question. Here we need to prepare a purchase ledger. The opening balances are given over here. So on the debit side, the opening balance will be 93, and credit side we'll record 4210. Then we'll record the credit purchases, cash purchases we won't. Then we'll do checks paid to the credit suppliers. Then checks received from credit customers won't be recorded. And then discount allowed also won't be recorded. Discount received will be recorded. Then returns to credit suppliers will be purchase returns, so that's also recorded. Interest charged by supplier will be recorded. Cash refund will be recorded. Then contra entry will also be recorded. Then on the debit side, now I told you purchase ledgers have debit side balance. So on the debit side, after the total we record 68. I'll be showing you again how to solve it. So the first information to be recorded is the balance brought down on the debit side. So the balance brought down on the debit side will be 93. We write 93, and don't forget the dates. September 1, which is having a year of 2016. So 2016 September 1. Then on the credit side we record balance brought down again, and the amount is 4210. Again we record the date, so 2016 September 1. After that, the purchases which will go on the credit side. Purchases, sorry about the handwriting. Purchases September 30, and the amount is 5366. And make sure you record the correct amount, otherwise your whole thing will go wrong. Then we record checks paid to credit suppliers, and that's going to go on the debit side, and that's going to be bank, and that is having an amount of 3705. After bank we have discount received, and discount received goes on the debit side again. So discount received, and the amount is 95. Also write the date here, sorry I forgot. It's 30. And then returns to credit supplier, so this is purchase return, which will go on the debit side. So purchase return, and the amount is 197. Then it is interest, so interest goes on the credit side, and the amount is 12. After that is cash refund. So refund goes on the credit side again, so and the amount is 150. So we can write refund or cash refund, and the amount is 150. Contra entry, this will go on the debit side, 494 or set off, so 494. After these are done, we're having the debit and credit closing balances. So this not closing, sorry, okay, this is 68 on the debit side, so we'll leave space and we'll keep this part we'll keep this part for the total. Then on the debit side we write balance brought down, because see here the amount is they're having a debit balance. And then October 1, and the amount is 68. Same way you write the same amount here in balance carried down, 68, and we write the month before, so September 30. After we find the totals on both the sides, so here we find the total of the credit side and then the debit side. We see which side is having the highest amount. So the total of debit side is 4584 and credit side 9806. So credit side is having highest balance, so we record 9806 as a total. Now since the highest amount is on the credit side, under we write balance brought down, and we write October 1, and the amount is the 9806 minus 4584, which is 5222. And then we write here balance carried down again, and 5222 September 30. So this is the end of our purchase ledger control account as well. And this is the end of our video. Thank you for watching Crazy Commerce. Please subscribe to my channel, like the videos, and also keep the bell icon on so that you can get notified of more of my upcoming videos. Hope you all understood. Thank you.